Sunday, 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 Sunday. It's like yesterday. I'm getting a late start. Turned the TV off. I was watching bits of a movie. It's 5:45. Got a phone call a little bit ago. Just got home from my favorite parts store. Some people call them Flaps, friendly local auto parts store. AutoZone's the one that I use around here, although we've got O'Reilly's and CarQuest. CarQuest in my neighborhood, not really. O'Reilly's are still shucks. I have better luck with AutoZone. Some people don't. You know, it's all it's all your experience levels that you get. So I got a phone call that my part was in. You know, the one that's not supposed to be here till Wednesday. Today's Sunday. I had to order it yesterday. So I think we got the right one. Let's go bolt it up and see what happens. Alrighty. 2 bolts. I mean, it doesn't take much, but she's bolted in. There's the new one. The only big difference is the reservoir size. Shouldn't make any big issues, but worst case scenario, I can swap them if I want the bigger reservoir. But I think we're just going to run with this one for now. That should be plenty. Now the instructions say to bleed this thing on a bench in a nice level position. I don't have that capability, so we're going to bleed it on the vehicle. Won't be able to really show you guys a whole lot. Container of brand new brake fluid, just opened it yesterday, so. Pour a little bit of fluid in there. You can see I got the caps on it. Fill this one up to the little, see the slot in there? So, now if I was going to swap the reservoir, now would be the time to do it, but there's a $10 core, but I don't know if that one's, I was getting rust out of this line when I took the lines off, which should be the rear, if I'm not mistaken, rear brakes. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on there, but I don't know, we take it back for the core, or I'll just leave it on the shelf. I don't know if these are rebuildable, if you can pop these cylinders out, I don't remember. So we've got some bubbles that have fluttered up. Oh yeah. Try not to splash brake fluid too much. This is a remanufactured unit. Would have preferred new, but whatever. Recycling, right? Now we're going to go inside, pump the brake pedal a couple times, and until we get a good pedal feel. Let's suck the fluid right down. We're going to top her off and bleed her a little bit more. Seems to be going all right. Got back on the stuff here. I always want to keep your brake fluid buttoned up. Stuff attracts moisture. Put the lid back on so we don't make a huge mess. And pump her up again. Alrighty, lines are back on. Cleaned up the mess a little bit. Have to keep checking it for leakage. Reservoir is full, cap is off. Deal down there has been replaced. Bleeder screw has been installed in that one. I think we're about ready to start bleeding again. Keep your fingers crossed. Alrighty, well, we got the new deal on. We got fluid in it. I put the bleeder on the back, and I'm still not getting anything. Getting a little frustrated. The only thing I can think of is there's got to be a blockage in the line. but I don't know where. Maybe it's after the valve down on the firewall, because I was getting fluid out of both of these lines going to the valve. Damn it. It's going to be a big blockage though. Unless it's got a kinked line, I'm going to have to go back through and trace the lines again. I already did that once and I didn't see anything that was kinked or pinched off. It's getting frustrating. All I want to do is get the brakes working on the truck. Other than the lines, everything else looks serviceable, especially on the back because it's all brand new. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I think I'm going to crack that bleeder open and stomp on the pedal and see what happens. Should be getting something back there, right? This is getting frustrating. I think we got it. I got fluid going to the back brakes, at least to the right rear right now. I cracked that valve open. I was going to go back up to hit the pedal just to see if I get a squirt or something coming out or blow the line out or whatever, and as I was crawling out from under the truck, she started dripping. So I got it's starting to rain out there, so I got a container full of fluid there. That's all from the truck, so do that a few more times on that side and then hit the other side, but I gotta be careful because that reservoir is not very big. Kinda wish I would have swapped over to the bigger reservoir, especially for bleeding purposes, but we'll get her done. I'm not really liking those bleeder valves back there. They seem to suck a lot of air from around the edges. Unless there's that much air in the system, I don't know. Could be, but we'll get her a few times and see what happens. We're making progress finally. Oh. And of course, like I said, now it's starting to rain a little bit. A little sprinkle coming through, so we'll give her a few minutes, let that pass, and then back to work. My hand's killing me again. So we're not getting so much fluid out, but the level is dropping on the reservoir. Getting a lot of air out, so those lines are pretty dry. We're gonna keep at her for a little bit. We got some daylight left, so what is it? About 12 minutes to 7 p.m. right now, so it'll take a while. This is where that air bleeder would have come in handy, but it's not the right setup. It's designed for a system with a round cap. So you put the bottle on top and the little keeper keeps it in that round cap. You fill it up, it drops it down into the level, you hit the valve, as the level drops, it takes it out of the bottle, blah, blah, blah. This just has a square cap that goes over the top, clips on. So, oh well. I didn't spend too much for it, so I'll hang on to it. But, back at her. Gonna keep on going. Half temperature, just let this thing gravity drain for a little bit, but then I'd forget and make a mess, and I don't want to do that. So, alrighty, back to work. Well, that's about all we're going to get done tonight. It's getting wet. I don't want to be out with the tools and everything in the rain. And you can kind of see gray there, semi-clearing over there, but it's gray back there, and I think that's where this is all coming from, so it's going to be a losing battle for the rest of the night. Oh well. Got the backs, got fluid through both back cylinders, so that's progress. Big progress. Went to go bleed the fronts. I got to get it's a different size bleeder valve on there, so I haven't found that wrench yet, and talking to the neighbors next door a little bit. So then the rain started, so maybe tomorrow if it's dry we'll come out here and do the fronts. I got the wheels turned just a little bit so we can get in there, but let's go ahead and get this dropped. Cat hanging out in the yard. Yeah, Being a good kitty? Yeah? Huh? People's garbage blowing around the neighborhood. I empty my garbage can out. I clean this garage still. So, yeah. That's where we're at. We got fluid movement. That's good. That's good. I'm not real happy with that bleeder, those bleeder valves on those wheel cylinders. They seem to be sucking a lot of air around the threads. So, although the driver's side I seem to get a good solid steady stream, maybe I'll go back and try the passenger side again. Maybe there was a lot of air in the system, I don't know, but you can sure hear it sucking, so. And they seem to be kind of loose. If you don't open them enough, they don't do anything. If you open them too much, they're sucking air. I don't know. I think best course of action is going to be to get somebody over here to help me manually bleed. You know, pump up the brake pedal, crawl underneath, crack the valve, shut it. Back underneath, pump up the brake pedal, so back and forth like that. But we're getting fluid movement, so that's the big thing. I'm happy. I'm happy. Just wish the rains would have held out a little bit longer, but whatever. Considering I wasn't even expecting these parts to show up till Wednesday, and they came in today, Sunday, so I think we got some forward progress. So, anywho, I was talking to a dude yesterday about an '89 K5 Blazer, not a GMC Jimmy, but a K5 Blazer. Was thinking of doing a parts rig, but that kind of fell through. Back and forth, he didn't have a title for it, and down in Tacoma, same place, same area I bought the Jimmy from, but had a brand new tailgate on it after a replacement. It was gray interior. It was the right year for the seats. Most of the plastics were shot. The thing, poor truck, had been beat. Had a new driver's door on it. Had the sliding side windows, which I would have wanted. Motor did not run. He wasn't sure why, but it did not run. It just, if it blew up or battery went down, I don't know. But I was thinking windows, whatever I could use out of the interior. Hopefully the seats would have been, the upholstery would have been decent. He kept saying, oh yeah, seats are perfect, seats are perfect. No, seats are never perfect. When the rest of the truck is thrashed, are there tears in it? Oh, seats are perfect. I'd say, yeah. But he wouldn't send pictures either. So had pictures on Craigslist of the truck. Didn't look too bad. It was black and gray. Colors I want to do mine in, but yeah, whatever. Had the factory alloy wheels, the 15-inch alloy wheels, but the rears look like fairly decent tires, so I could have sold them off. But if I would have snagged it, I would have taken the transmission and saved that for the red truck. That'd be a 4-speed automatic for that truck. But yeah, didn't go through. Whatever. I think he was asking $650 for it. But I backed away from that one. He wasn't giving me all the right answers and kind of being a little shady. So, and again, no title. So it's like, whose truck is it? Well, I'm the registered owner. It's just not my name. So whose is it? It's not registered. It's registered to you, but it's not in your name. That doesn't make any sense. So I just walked. Nope, not gonna play with that game. Don't need another one. Kevin doesn't want another truck sitting out of his place. But I would have drug it here, taken a few of the pieces off. And I was actually laying in bed last night, tossing and turning, thinking about it. And I was going to take the tailgate and just throw it on the table here and go grab some rattle can metallic blue paint and just blast it real quick before putting it on the truck. But didn't work out. There will be others. Because I was looking at it. There's the demo switch. Yeah, it's $650 for the truck. Tailgate is about $120. Figure just to buy a used transmission is going to be $100-200. So we're at, let's just say $300. That's half the price of the truck right there. The purchase price of the truck. Windows, I found a set on Craigslist this morning. They had already sold though the sliders. He was only asking I think $50 for them for the pair. But I was ready. Those were just right here in Everett too. I was ready to run down and pick those up, but they sold yesterday. So, but we'll just concentrate on getting the brakes bled. We're going to cook this off. We're going to go inside. We're going to get a little something to eat. Get some laundry going because these are my work pants and they're dirty. And call her quits for the night. Maybe throw another movie in. I was watching bits of Godzilla earlier. Maybe throw something in not quite so destructive and monster-y-ish. But, yep, another weekend done. Didn't get a whole lot done earlier today, just kind of lazy day. And did get some yard work done, though. So grass cutting, some weed pulling. Didn't film any of that. But anywho, we'll have more of this hopefully this week, next weekend. I think I got a video. Rain's starting to come down again. Good thing I called her quits. It's going to be wet. It's supposed to be wet tonight. But yeah, we're going to call her quits and catch y'all on the next one. Be good. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.